welcome back to a new video. This is actually my first video on this channel, FKJ Books. So I just want to say hello, and I will be uploading many more videos here. I love reading and all different types, but we'll get into that in another video. Now last year in 2016 I discovered that I actually really enjoyed reading middle grade as well as YA and some adult books. I really got into middle grade books through a few different series, which actually I'll probably do a video on, talking about favourite middle grade books I read last year. But I also discovered that Waterstones do a children's book of the month, and I read quite a few of them last year and I enjoyed all of them. Some I really loved, some I enjoyed, and some I just completely fell in love with. So I thought for 2017 a goal that I'd like to do is read each Waterstones children's book of the month. So I started off in January, I read the book of the month and it was off to a great start. So I wanted to do a video each month talking about the book of the month that I read and then announcing the next book of the month. So I'll end this video on February 2nd. I'll be reviewing and talking about January's book and then also showing you which book there is for February. Now I'm not sure whether it works better to do the review for January's book early on in January or to do it like this. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. But January's book of the month for Waterstones was The Goldfish Boy by Lisa Thompson, and I really enjoyed this book. I was instantly drawn to it because I loved this cover. I thought it was beautiful. Blue is my favourite colour and I really love orange, so this just completely drew me in. Also, it was described as a middle grade Rear Window. I love Rear Window, it's probably my favourite Hitchcock film. I've only probably watched 5 or 6 of Hitchcock's films, but Rear Window is the one that I enjoyed the most. And I really love the idea of Rear Window and the kind of themes behind it. And so this instantly intrigued me. So basically we have a boy called Matthew who is, he has always kind of had OCD, but this particular summer he's struggling with it a lot more than he has in the past. So he finds it hard to go out of his house, so he spends a lot of time kind of watching the neighbours and stuff from his window. And he takes notes down of what everybody does, and he kind of knows how his street works. He lives on a little cul-de-sac, so he knows all of his neighbours and what they all do at different times and kind of their daily routines. Then 2 children get dropped off next door who basically their mother drops, I think it's like a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old, off with her grandfather, who's Matthew's next door neighbour, to look after them while she goes away on a business trip. So these 2 children move in next door. And then kind of weird things start happening a little bit, but also we get to know Matthew very well. I loved the character development with Matthew and the people on the street. I felt like we knew the people on the street quite well, which was really interesting, because usually in a book you kind of get to know, you know, a select group of characters, but with this I felt like I knew pretty much the whole street and little quirks they had and little backstories for everybody as well. It wasn't just like we knew them in a small amount, it was really kind of delved deep into a character study of all these characters, and they were all very different and all had their own qualities about them that I loved. I definitely feel like this book is very character driven and I loved the characters in this book. But going back to the children, so like I said, these 2 children move in, and then the kind of the main plot, but there's kind of a lot of plots in this book which I again really enjoyed, but the main plot is one of the children, the youngest one, goes missing, and Matthew was the last person to see him. And then obviously there's this whole thing, you know, missing child, the police come round, and then the investigation begins. What happened to the child? And it's kind of a mystery and a kind of who did it type of thing. Like, did anyone come in off the, you know, from outside onto the cul-de-sac? Is it somebody on the cul-de-sac? It's that kind of thing. And we're kind of discovering throughout the book what happened to the little boy that's gone missing from next door. But apart from that, there's a lot of side stories as well. Matthew meets a friend, Melody, or Melanie, I can't quite remember, who lives across the road, and she was definitely one of my favourite characters. I loved her. I loved the dynamic between the 2 of them. It was really funny and I really enjoyed that. I also felt like Matthew's parents were very present in this book, obviously with it being a middle grade, not a YA. That was kind of something that I felt this book really had, because sometimes parents can be kind of off on the side, whereas Matthew's parents were very much involved, even though they were really struggling to try and help Matthew. Like, they kind of didn't know how to, and that's kind of a struggle for them. But it was interesting to see the family dynamic that had happened because of a few things, not just what Matthew's going through. There's quite a few things in that family that kind of had some interesting points. I don't want to ruin anything. There's a lot of surprises in this book, a lot of twists and turns. However, the mystery itself, when the mystery concluded, I felt like it was a bit flat. The whole book, I was loving it so much. I was loving the mystery as it was going along. I was loving the characters. I was loving everybody's backstories. I really got in touch with these characters a lot. However, the mystery just kind of felt like, it was just like, okay, this is what happened. And I was kind of like, oh, I wasn't really shocked or surprised. So overall, I gave this book 4.5 stars, which is still a brilliant rating. I really felt like it did deserve that. I felt like the characters were some of the greatest characters I've read in a while, especially in a middle grade book. They were so well developed. And I felt like anybody can read this book and enjoy it. However, it was just the mystery that let it down a little bit. But I kind of felt like I could forgive it because I had such a great time reading it, and I felt like everything else was so well developed and interesting, and there were so many stories going on. So, you know, I still gave it 4.5, but however, if it would have been a bit better, the mystery, I think I would have given this 5, because when I was reading it, I was thinking, yes, I'm really enjoying this book. I really love it. I think it's brilliant. So I would recommend The Goldfish Boy, but maybe not so much as a mystery, but more as an, it's just a brilliant story about some brilliant characters that live in this little cul-de-sac, and it's a great book in that respect. The mystery is still interesting, but I felt like it could have been a little bit better. I've read a lot better middle grade mysteries, and obviously a lot better adult mysteries, but yeah, I just felt like a little bit more could have been done there. But I really enjoyed it, and I think it was Lisa Thompson's first book, so it's a debut novel, so for a debut it's brilliant. I can't wait to see what else she'll come out with. Hopefully they'll have a bit of mystery in them as well, because I do enjoy mystery. It's one of my favourite genres. But yeah, definitely recommend The Goldfish Boy, and it was a great start to the 2017 Waterstones book club. So, it's not a book club, but a book of the month. So, the book for February, now the reason I wanted to do it this way is so that then if you want to read the children's book of the month for February, you'll know what it is, you can read it. I'll review it at the end of February, well, the beginning of March, so then I can talk about March's book, and we'll go on from there. So the February book of the month is Who Let the Gods Out. And this has a really, really nice cover. I love this. However, the title just makes me think of the song Who Let the Dogs Out, but that's fine. It's really, really pretty and really cool. Beautiful spine, and ta-da! Such cool end pages. It's got a lightning bolt and they're orange. I love it. Oh, we've got very kind of orangey themes, look, with these two. But yeah, this looks a beautiful book. I think it must have come out on Kindle a few years ago, because there's quite a few reviews on Amazon for this. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it has got some great reviews, and it is about Greek gods in the modern day setting. So Elliot, our main character, somehow summons the gods into today's world, and they have to kind of defeat some kind of evil. I'm not really sure, obviously I've not read it, but I love Greek gods, so I'm excited for this one. Greek gods is definitely right up my street, especially kind of middle grade Greek gods. Obviously Percy Jackson being the top there. But yeah, I'm sure I'll have fun with this. It seems like a funny, comical book, so I'm looking forward to reading this one, and of course I will review it in a month's time. So yeah, if you want to read Who Let the Gods Out, it's the Waterstones Children's Book of the Month. I'm looking forward to it. It seems exciting, and again, it's just generally a beautiful looking book all around. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read or will be reading any of these two books. Thumbs up if you enjoy these videos and would like to see more in the future. There will be one each month, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, or if you are a newbie and you're looking for more book videos. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye!